everybody. Hold on. I'm just gonna, because I have my camera over there, I couldn't have my microphone on. So let's bring it on and let's get started. I'm so excited. Who is excited with me? Yay! I had this like old phrase in my head from a seminar that I was on like many years ago, and somebody said like that he went, like he referred to another seminar that he was on many years before that, and he said like it was the craziest of the crazy, all these people, like everybody was like, I'm excited, are you excited? I'm excited, are you excited? And that's how I feel exactly right now. Because we are gonna go through something magical. And I did tell you last week that, is the camera a bit like off? Hold on, can you hear me and can you see me properly? Let's start in that way. I did tell you last week that super exciting stuff were gonna come this week. And the super exciting stuff that I was talking about, I realized that it was even bigger. Like all the information that I give out to you and all my programs, like everything, it is channeled work. And with my head, I thought that this was gonna be finished and done by this week so that I could launch it to you. But apparently there were more stuff coming through. So this was even more magical, even bigger than I thought. So it won't come this week. So keep your eyes open because hopefully I can launch it next week. I'm not really sure, but it is truly exciting. And for the few of you who know about it, like you two know, like it is absolutely magical and the stuff that is coming. So I know that there is so much excitement going on. And then I asked the guidance and I asked the babies and I said, okay, because I did promise something awesome, like of course me showing up here today, teaching you this free training on the 5 steps you must take, like until you understand these 5 steps, you can't really manifest. So that, if that wasn't exciting enough, but I did promise you something even more extra. So then I asked the babies, I said, the spirit babies, the love warriors, and I asked them, I was like, okay, so I did promise the ladies that I was gonna give them something like super extra special this week. So they actually gave me the information. They reminded me of something that I had forgotten about. They reminded me of a sacred training that I had completely forgotten about, that very few people ever have seen. And they said, Linda, you can give that away in today's training. So that is what I will be doing for those of you who stay till the end. So make sure that you stay till the end of the training so that you are updated on that beautiful, amazing, exciting training. Are we good with that? Do we love that? Say yes in the comments below so that I know that you are excited. And I'm gonna see, because I can't see any of your comments there, so I'm gonna see if I can see any of your comments on my desktop. I'm so happy that we are here. I just had this awesome live training in my other Facebook group, the one where all the paid, like the women who are on my paid programs, who are clients of mine. So I have this awesome, amazing group called Unleash Your Inner Mom. So we just had another training in there, and it's just so much excitement. Like the tribe, the community, like what we are creating here on planet Earth exactly right now, thanks to the struggles that you have been through, it is magical. So this is the first thing that I wanted to say about today's training. These 5 steps that I'm gonna go through, that I'm gonna walk you through in details, because I did start to mention them a little bit last week, but we just touched on them. So today we're gonna go much deeper. And it is so important to understand, who does this apply to? Because the more I grow on my journey, the more I realize that my work is not for everybody. I used to feel that I can help everybody, and I kind of can. But the question is, do I want to? And the answer is no, I don't want to. Why? The reason why is that I don't feel in alignment with everybody, and I've come to realize that over all these years. Like, I've been working in this field over 7 years, so I have some experience, quite a lot of experience. So what I've come to realize, who are my women? Who are the women that truly benefit from my work? I'm going to give you the criteria, and I would love to know in the comments below if you feel that you fit in to these criteria. Are we okay? Are we ready to hear what are the criteria? Please say, I'm ready. Oh, here we go. I do see that you have been commenting, and I didn't see it before. Amazing. So, are we ready to hear what are the criteria? Please say, I am ready in the comments below, or just press the heart button. The heart button, I think, it will be easy, and I will see it straight away. So, the criteria are that we are outside the victim mentality. I see Marima, you say, I'm ready. Amazing, I love that. And I know that you, Marima, you qualify for this. I know that. So the criteria are that I have left the victim mentality. What is the victim mentality? The victim mentality is the belief that the world is just happening against me. Like, I don't have any control, and I'm just gonna blame everything around me. I don't work with people like that. I have been working with people like that. They're not getting good results because they're not taking any responsibility. And if you're ever considering to use what I teach or work with me in one of my programs, you have to understand that, yes, I'm here to help you, but in the end of the day, you are the one responsible for your results, okay? So who feel that you have stepped out of the victim mentality and you feel that, hey, I have stepped in to the understanding of I am the creator of my own reality. I create my own experience. You may not know how to do it. Hey, Molly. You may not know how to do it, but at least you have an understanding of that, the fact that I am not a victim. If you have come to that understanding, if you have stepped in to that power, if you have stepped into that knowledge, just make that peace sign, you know, wave the 2 fingers, and I will know, okay, these are the women who have stepped out of the victim mentality, because that is step number 1. Like, I've not even started with the 5 steps yet. We will come there, and the reason why I go through, like, this is not for everybody, this is for the women who are ready. You need to understand, like, are you even ready for these steps? Because if you're not ready for these steps, it's much better for you to go somewhere else. I'm not the person for you, okay? However, I am the person for you if you have stepped out of the victim mentality. And if I'm not a victim, I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Because that is so important. The second thing is that we have stepped out of I need to have it now. What does that mean? I need to have it now. I need to get pregnant right now. If I don't get pregnant right now, I'm going to be super disappointed. Or I need to meet my perfect partner right now in this red hot minute. Otherwise, I'm going to be super disappointed. I'm going to kick around and I'm going to scream and I'm going to blame everything else. In comparison to that, we can hear the message that what if the struggles that I'm going through right now are me as a soul trying to help me to create something bigger that I know that I am meant to create. Do we understand? Do we understand the difference? When we are in that phase, it has to happen right now. We are stuck in the head. The journey from the head down to the heart, down to our inner knowing, is one of the longest and hardest journeys that we can ever make. But if we can start to understand that, okay, I may not know, I may get super disappointed. I used to get super disappointed as well when I was on the fertility journey trying to conceive for 5 years. And when the period arrived, I know what it feels like. I've been there. But I also gone from that to create my absolute dream life and going into the crisis, do I even want children? If you have not heard that story, I would suggest that you go and watch the other video that I have pinned in this group. And if you can't find it in the pinned post, then I probably moved it to the guides. So there are, like, not my spirit guides, but there are guides here in the Facebook group where you can pin different videos. So if you can't find it in the featured pinned video, you will probably find it in the guides. Okay, so there I share that story of how I started out my journey and how I then came into the journey of, no, I don't even know if I want to have kids, and so on. But can we come to the agreement that, I know that for all of you women who are already on my coaching programs, you already know this. I know that sometimes it can feel like, hey, I'm so disappointed that my dream is not coming true right now. But if we can have the mentality of, okay, I'm choosing, it is hard, but I am choosing to trust that there is a bigger reason for what I'm going through, why I'm not manifesting, why the thing that I want, the pregnancy or the perfect partner to have babies with, why that thing is not coming into me exactly right now. Can we be in the mentality to choose that there is a reason for that? If so, please write, I choose that. Because if you are ready to choose that, if you are ready to learn how to be in full trust, then you are the perfect partner, I was gonna say, but then you are the perfect person. Then you are in my soulmate group. Then you are in my tribe. Welcome. I want to welcome you. I want to hug you. And I'm so truly excited for your future. Welcome. So, Marima says, I choose that. I love that. It means a lot to me because we need to understand the bigger picture. If we don't understand the bigger picture, we are going to be exactly where I used to be. I used to be in my life where I was focusing on my physical body, testing every single diet that I could find online, testing homeopathy, testing soon therapy, I can't remember what that is called in English, but testing fertility massage, testing herbs, testing Chinese medicine, testing so many different things for my physical body. And so that was for my fertility. But even before I started on the fertility and conception journey, I had started my MLM business. So I was introduced to all these different seminars, to these different books about like how to create wealth. So there were two main areas where I was completely stuck in my life. It was my fertility journey and it was my journey of creating the free lifestyle freedom that I truly wanted. So I was completely stuck in both those areas and nothing seemed to help. So I was doing everything wrong. I didn't know I was doing everything wrong, and I attracted, thank you Sophia, you also wrote, I choose that. So I was trapped in complete stuckness. Who feel that you are in complete stuckness right now? I read all the books that I could find. Like, I have dyslexia, so I read a bit slow, but I read as many books as I possibly could on the topic, like how do I develop myself and how do I get in charge of my life and how do I make more money and how do I succeed in my network marketing business. How do I get pregnant? Like, I read as much as I possibly could, but nothing happened. Who is in that phase? So this is the reason why it is so important, because once I understood how to take the 5 steps, my life completely changed. And it was fast. My life changed very, very, very fast. Actually, my first like super fast change was within 9 months. It didn't take me 9 months, like 0, and then after 9 months the step happened. No, it would gradually throughout 9 months, I started to really, really, really shift my life. And then, okay, so I'm gonna go into the steps because that will make so much sense, so much more sense. First of all, step 1. So are we, can we agree? Like, if you understand this, please just say, I understand in the comments below. If you understand that if you don't know these steps, if you don't take these steps that I'm gonna walk you through, you are gonna stay stuck. Based on my own life experience and based on all the people that I've interacted with over the last 7 years. So if you are stuck right now, it is because you have not taken these 5 steps. I understand. Fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love when you guys are commenting. It gives me so much energy and it really fuels me. So it makes me like even more excited to bring out the message, because I am here on planet Earth. I'm here on my soul mission. And my soul mission is to connect with the women who want to become mothers, but they don't want to be regular moms. They don't want to have a 9-to-5 job. They don't want to be a stressed out person. No, they want a freedom lifestyle. They want to be able to travel whenever they want to. They want to have the money to buy whatever car they want, whatever handbags, luxury, flights, whatever it is. They want to have it all. They want to have the perfect partner that they are really a good companion with. They want to have a life where they have it all. Those are the, like, I'm sent here on planet Earth. I've come here, I've incarnated in this physical body to help those women. That's my soul's mission. And if it was not because of or thanks to the infertility I went through, I would not have woken up to my soul's mission. And this is why it's so important that we understand these 5 steps. So I'm happy to see that you are saying, I understand. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're gonna get some guidance right now. So before we go into the steps, I want us all to just close our eyes. If you are in a place where you can do so, obviously not if you're driving your car. But just place your feet on the ground and just taking a deep breath in. I want to welcome your presence of all the magical babies that are here with us right now. Thank you for being here. Thank you that you have chosen your mom. For all the women who are on this live stream and for all the women who will be watching this live stream in the future, just know that your baby's here. You have been guided here to hear this message exactly right now. You have been guided to hear and to understand these 5 steps to manifest your dream reality. Your baby or babies, they have brought you here to hear this message because they know. They have chosen you because of the power you have, the extraordinary power you have to create something magical for yourself, because you are not meant to have a regular life. You know that in your deepest truth. Your whole soul is waiting to get out. Your whole soul is waiting for you to totally and fully reach that full potential that you are living. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. We can just place our hands upon our hearts, taking a deep breath in. And whenever you feel ready, we can open up your eyes. Okay. So we have come to the understanding that if we don't understand and follow these steps, we will most likely stay stuck. We can read all the books, but the books and seminars, they're only working on a surface level. This is the reason why they're not really working. They may help you a little bit, but there is a reason why you feel stuck right now. So the first thing we have to do when we want to manifest our dream life is to find our own truth. And what is our own truth? Our own truth, as I see it, with the information that I have, with the knowledge that I have, with all the experience that I have, and also with the information from the babies, is that our truth is a combination of our personality, stuff that have happened to us in the past, stuff that have created like our core in what we truly want. For example, in my own life, I am the not the youngest. I am the older sister. I am the older sibling. My brother is 3 years younger than me. And when he was born, this is very common. When my brother was born, I felt that the attention from my mom went away. So first I had all the attention. I felt very loved. I felt very seen and heard. And then my brother came and took that spot. So this created a drive within me that I want to regain that attention. I want to regain that drive. I don't ever again want to feel like I'm on the second place. I want to be somebody. That created that real drive within me, my drive for actually being somebody. That is a part of my truth. That is a part of a truth that in the beginning, I thought that when I started this journey and became a therapist and I started to analyze all of this, I was like, is that a bad thing to have? That drive to want to be somebody because of childhood trauma. But then I came to realize, no, that is actually part of my core truth. My core truth of wanting to be seen, wanting to be heard, wanting to be somebody. And that drive has led me to all the decisions that I've made in my life. We need to find what is my true truth. What is it that I really want? If other people could not judge me, what car would I drive? How many kids would I have? Would I even have kids? Where would I want to live? Our truth can be based on so many reasons. It can be parts of our personality and stuff that have happened to us in the childhood that created and formed our truth. And at the same time, many times it is a part of our soul. We will come into that as step number 2. But it is extremely important that we find our true truth. Because most of us, because of the subconscious mind that we will also come into, which is another step, we have totally forgotten our truth. Maybe we can see glimpse of our truth, but most of the time we don't know our truth because it is hidden behind so many layers of fears. If people really knew my truth, if they really knew what I wanted, then I would not be good enough. Who can relate to that feeling? Maybe you don't know what it is right now, but maybe you have felt that feeling that if people really knew my truth, they wouldn't love me. For example, I had that with when I incarnated in this body for certain reasons based on my soul and different soul lessons that I needed to learn in this lesson. I chose a body that had, I'm not really sure what the word is. I'm gonna Google it very fast. Okay, I don't find a word, so probably not important. But I chose to come into a body that had a thing going on with my breasts. So my breasts never really developed, and they had a shape that was very unnormal. And also the whole areolas, like around the nipples, they were not shaped like a proper breast, basically. And this was a big secret for me, because I heard so many self-help books talking about you just have to pretend, like step into the confidence and pretend to be that confident person. So I suppressed my truth. My truth was, I am not comfortable with this body. I don't want to be like, I really enjoy the rest of my body, but this really affected my sex life. This really affected my relationships. This affected me like being on the beach. This affected me every single summer when I was gonna look what clothes that I could wear. This really had a big, massive effect on my life. So my truth was that I really want to make a change. Okay. But I could not see my truth. I did not admit to myself that I wanted to have this change. Several reasons. I could not admit it because I was terrified of surgery. That was one of my biggest fears in my whole life, was to go underneath like the knife and also be under anesthetic, where you are asleep basically during a surgery. That was one of my biggest fears in life. I've been super afraid of that like since I was a kid. So because of that fear, and because of another fear that my grandmother, like if I would come home to her, and she would always have these different magazines of celebrities, and then she would like draw a ring around a girl's boobs, and she would say like slut. She would write the word slut, like if somebody had big boobs that I thought were really, really beautiful, but then my grandma, she would write like slut and stuff, like really, really nasty stuff. So I was programmed like, do not go there. Do not even imagine looking at your own truth, because if you look at your own truth, you're in trouble. Basically, I would go against my grandmother, and I would go against all the fears that I had. So in order to manifest our true life, the life that we are meant to live, the life where we feel truly, truly fulfilled and happy, we need to understand our truth. And I could not understand my truth just like that. It took a lot of inner work. It took a lot of inner work, following the steps that I'm gonna go through. So today I did go through with the surgery, and I absolutely love my body shape now. I love my boobs. I love being able to getting dressed in a dress like this without having to have a bra. And because the reason why I had a bra before was to cover the shape of my breasts, because I felt so uncomfortable within them. And now I absolutely love them, and I'm so happy that I did this. But I could not see my truth because of all the layers of fear. Do we understand? Do we see why it is so extremely important to number one, find my own truth? What is my truth? Marima says, it's like putting a mask on every day, but different mask at different places and with different people. Yes, exactly like that. It really touches my heart so much when you say that, because I know exactly what you mean, and I am sure that so many other women can relate to this as well. Like if you can relate to what Marima says here, please give her comment a like and just say something nice to her, like if you can relate to that feeling. Because this is the thing, our truth is hidden behind the fear that I am not good enough. For me, with the boobs example, if my grandmother knew that I was even considering to do a boob job, she would hate me. This is another example in my life, if my ex-husband would know that I met my twin flame, like even before I really like finished the relationship with my husband, if he knew my truth, he would hate me. If people knew that I wanted my big fancy car, my awesome houses, being super ultra rich, if people knew my truth, they wouldn't like me. So this is the thing, exactly what you say, Marima. When we don't know our truth, like, or rather when we believe that my truth is not enough, we can't manifest our dream life, because we are our truth. Like, Marima, you are your truth. You are your truth, and you are hiding right now behind all these different facades, all these different masks, exactly what you're saying in your awesome, beautiful comment. And I'm very, very glad that you have come to the awareness, because the awareness is a super important step. It is the step one to become aware. Okay, I have now the awareness that I am hiding my truth. You are hiding your truth from the other people, and most likely you're also hiding the truth from yourself. You can probably most likely see some of your truth. This is just based on my experience, my life, and all my clients' life. You can probably see some of your truth. Like, I could see some of my truth, but I could not see my whole truth. My whole truth was so much bigger. My whole truth was so much wider. My whole truth was so much more awesome when I finally let go of all the stuff that was holding me back from actually seeing my truth in the first place. Okay? Do we understand step number one, finding our truth? If you understand that, please leave the emoji, you know, with the green one with a little tick inside. Please leave that one, because then I know, okay, we understand step one. Amazing. Did somebody say, why do I only see Marima's comments? So Lina, did you also send a comment that I'm not seeing? Because I see that Marima says, Lina, I see your comment, but I don't see your comment. So that's very strange. It says that there are 25 comments, but I don't see them. You understand, but you don't see a green emoji. Okay, Sophia, you put the green emoji. Amazing, fantastic. Okay, for some reason, I don't apparently see everybody's comments, but I will go back in the comments after the live, and then I will interact with you, okay? So I'm sorry that I can't see them. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so we are gonna dive in to step number one. So now it's step number two, sorry. So now we understand I need to find my truth. In order to manifest my dream life, I need to understand my truth. Not part of my truth, I need to understand my whole truth. Step two, understanding your soul's plan. What the hell is my soul's plan? If we don't understand our soul's plan, then I'm gonna give you an example of this. So I had a client, an amazing woman called Rebecca. So she came to me. The reason why I'm mentioning her name is because she was so brave and so amazingly open that we actually recorded a video that I will share with you, where she shared her process, where she shared exactly what she understood when she worked with me as a private client in one of my one-to-one coaching programs. She had an amazing journey, and I'm so freaking proud of her because she had left a victim mentality and she was ready to take action. Okay, so Rebecca first came to me many years ago when she wanted to work on her friend. Actually was a client of mine. Her friend recommended Rebecca to come and see me. So she's from Switzerland, but she actually came to see me in Sweden because she wanted to do a session in person. So we did her session and we worked on her confidence. So we worked on her self-confidence and her self-esteem. This is long before I started the fertility alignment and what everything is today. So I was only like the therapist who helped people to feel better, which is not only, but that's how I started out. Okay, so she came to me. She wanted to work on her self-confidence, her self-esteem. It got much better, so much better. So when a few years later, she wanted to get pregnant, it didn't work. She contacted me again. And as perfect timing that the universe always has, this was exactly when I had come back from Bali to Sweden, and I had decided to commit myself to my soul's mission, which was to help women who wanted to become moms. So Rebecca contacted me again, and she said, Linda, can you help me? And I said, yes, for sure. I know I can. And we started to work. We started to work to find her truth. And then we started to find out about her soul's plan. And her soul had a big, massive, fat plan. Her soul had planned that she was going to do amazingly big stuff for planet Earth. So she has this, I was a bit surprised because she didn't say like, oh, I'm going to have my own company and stuff like that. No, she said in one of the sessions that we did, she said, because she saw, we were connected with her soul, and she saw in her own future, she was like, I'm going to work together with Elon Musk. And that was pretty like awesome, because when we are working on these programs, we can actually tap into our potential future. And then it's up to us. Do we want to live that future, or do we want to create something else? But this helped her to understand so much that her soul had a much bigger plan, because in her head, she had been trying and trying and trying for, I think, 2 or 3 years to get pregnant. It didn't work. And now she's understanding about her own truth, about her own soul's plan, understanding that actually it wasn't in the plan for her to have a baby right now. That was only coming from her head, and also from her partner, and also from the society, like, you should have kids when you reach a certain age. And this is why she really tried to force herself to become a mom, even though her as a soul had a much, much, much bigger plan. We saw in the future that she was a mom, like she's gonna be a mom. But it was so interesting because she took action very, very fast. And I love when women take action very, very fast, because those women are getting massive results in their lives. So she realized very fast that actually, I'm not in the right relationship. I've been trying to push myself to have a baby in this relationship, but I understand now I'm not in the right relationship. I'm not even in the right country. So she was living in the country where she's from, but then she realized that no, my soul wants me to go to Denmark and to work there for a big, massive company within the field that she was really, really good at. So thanks to us, do you see now the power of the soul? The soul is very connected with your truth, but your truth is also connected with parts of your personality and all the life experience that you have gained throughout your whole life. So if we would not have understood Rebecca's soul's plan, she would never probably have moved to Denmark and doing the amazing things that she's doing now, because she is doing amazing medical things, and she's so happy, which makes me so truly happy, because she is now helping the world to evolve thanks to understanding her soul's plan, because that was her soul's plan to do that. And she's so happy that she took these steps. But this could not have happened if we did not see her soul's plan. Do we understand this? So if you understand why it is important, and for myself, as I said before, I found my soul's plan because I was stuck in infertility, and I was stuck with my network marketing business. And the reason why I was stuck in infertility was because my soul had planned for me to be stuck in infertility. My soul knew, like, when I incarnated here in this body, in this soul, in this physical body, my soul had planned that if I don't wake up to my soul's purpose. Oh, I see you're coming now. Amazing story. Thank you. Yeah, it really, really is. So my soul had planned that if I don't wake up to my soul's purpose from the struggles that I go through with the MLM business, then help me to go through infertility so that it can be painful enough so that I actually wake up. So I had planned that as a soul, but I didn't know that. I had no idea consciously about this soul's plan. But once I understood my soul's plan, it helped me to move on in my life and start to create life on my own terms. Do we get this? Do we see this? Do we understand this? Please let me know. Right, soul, do we understand why it is so extremely important to understand your soul's plan? Please say soul in the comments below. Yes, soul. Perfect. Amazing. Okay. Now we have step number 3 that we need to take. And this step is to identify subconscious and soul blocks. And I've a little bit started to touch on the subconscious, but we have 2 different parts of our mind. We have the conscious mind that we are aware of, and then we have the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is responsible for almost 95% of all the reality that we are experiencing. And if there is a misagreement between our conscious mind, the 5%, and the subconscious mind always wins. So the subconscious mind is the reason why you have blocked your truth in the first place, as I was going through in step number 1, because if your subconscious mind believes that your truth is not enough, it's not going to allow you to see your truth. And it's not going to allow you to see your soul's plan, because that is even worse for the subconscious mind, because the soul has not planned something easy for you. The soul is not like a walk in the park. The soul wants you to do grand things. Can we agree? For all of you, I know Sophia, you're definitely on your soul's plan, and I know several of you are on your soul's plan. Can we agree on the fact that your soul's plan is not like, it's not inside this little box. Your subconscious mind is trying to hold you in this little box, but your soul is not. Your soul has this big, massive, grand vision for what you are here on planet Earth to do. And this is why one of you wrote to me earlier today, and you said that I feel in my whole soul that I'm meant for so much more bigger stuff than what I'm currently doing. I can't see what it is, but I feel it in my whole being. This is why your subconscious mind have put you in this little box, and here is your soul, and your soul is like, I need to get out. I need to get out. I am suffocating in here. Your soul don't want to be in this little small box. Your soul does not belong in this small little box. Your soul has a massive, grand vision and purpose for your life. You have incarnated here because you do have a massive, big, freaking reason for being here. Your soul never comes here just for the purpose of chilling, doing nothing. No, your soul has a big, massive, freaking big plan. So that is step 3. We need to understand what is going on. What are the blocks? What are the blockages in your subconscious mind holding you back right now from seeing your truth, from seeing your soul's plan, from seeing your full potential? What are the fears? We need to understand that on a subconscious level, but we also need to understand what are the soul fears. So this is the next layer, that if we don't understand what is the layer of the soul, because the soul, for many of you, you have been on planet Earth many, many, many times. I have been here so many times, and this is my last lifetime, and this is why I have committed, like they tell me, if I play my cards right, this is my last lifetime on planet Earth, then I'm gonna go off and do some other magical stuff. And my soul is really excited about that, because I've been on planet Earth so many times. This is also something we do when we work together. We go, step 3, we go back in time. We look at the different kind of lives that your soul have had, because your soul, same as in this lifetime with your subconscious mind, have picked up different traumas. And your soul have picked up different traumas as well. For example, one thing with the boobs for me was that when I couldn't figure out like what is going on, why do I feel so much resistance to do what I really want to do to get the body that I want, I went back to a past life, and I saw that in a past life I had a beautiful, amazing body, and I had a very, very female, like curvy body, and I had beautiful boobs. And I saw myself in that life with a beautiful, amazing dress on, and you could really see like my décolletage, okay? And apparently in that life, I didn't mean to harm anybody, but I was giving away intimacy with people. And for me, that was just a way of spreading love. I didn't see, I came from more perspective of just sharing love, like true love and appreciation and being intimate with people. I didn't see like, oh, you can't be intimate with just one person. So apparently I hurt a lot of people, not by choice. I didn't consciously hurt people, but unconsciously I hurt them. Therefore, my soul made a decision to come into this lifetime to have a completely different kind of body and with boobs that I would not like, so that I would not hurt people. Because my intent, it was horrible for me to hurt people because that was never my intention. And I hurt from hurting people. So therefore I choose to come into this body with a different like body shape. So in order for me to manifest the body that I always wanted, this very feminine female body that I wanted to have and that I today have, in order for me to manifest this, I needed to go through the step of identifying my soul related blockages and fears. Okay? Do we see now why it is so important to go back into different lives and actually remove soul blocks? So many women that I do soul, like past life regression sessions with, they have many soul fears around giving birth. They have, there have been, for several of my clients, there have been so much trauma going on with giving birth and having babies. So many of them in past lives, they have had several babies. They had many, many, many babies, and for some reason the babies were taken away from them. The babies died because it was like so long time ago, it was not safe for babies. It was like the strong survive, and there were a lot of sickness going on. So several of my clients have been back to past life where their soul went through the loss of their babies. And now the soul decided that the best way for my body, for this person to not go through so much pain again, is to make sure that she doesn't get a baby, that she doesn't become a mom. And that could manifest into can't meeting a partner to have my babies with. And that could manifest into physical infertility. Do you get this concept? And for other women, they had horrible experiences through childbirth. That is one of the stories that I had as well. I was giving birth to triplets in a past life. I was with the love of my life. And he couldn't stand watching me go through the labor, so he took off. He left me. And it was not like there was phones or he could come back. No, he left me. So in that life, I like when my triplets were out and I saw that they were safe, I decided to leave that body. I decided to go home. I decided to die. So I left my body. I gave birth to the triplets and I left my body because of the massive, unbearable pain of my person leaving me. And this created also a fear in my soul in this lifetime to go through labor again, because my soul had a fear that when I go through labor, I may go through the loss of the one I love. Do we now see why, and these are just a few examples, do we now see why it is extremely important to identify the hidden subconscious blocks, which are in the subconscious from this lifetime, and the soul blocks? Do we understand why? You can write the word blocks and then I will know, okay, we understand it. So while you are writing the word blocks, I will move into step 4, which is to remove the blocks. Step 4, we need to remove these blocks. Because if we keep on living with the block, amazing, I see that you're writing the word block and blocks. If we keep living our life and we want to manifest our true dream life, and we have the soul blocks and we have the subconscious blocks, they are going to work against us. They are going to make sure that we don't take the steps that we need to take in order to manifest what we want. So if you understand why it is so important with step 4 to remove the blocks, write the word remove. Step number 5, while I'm waiting for you to write the word remove. Because the more you're interacting, the more you're learning at the same time. So this is why I truly want that interaction, because I want you to fully and truly understand exactly why this is so important. So while you're writing the word remove, then I'm going into step number 5, which is alignment. Step number 5 in this whole process is to reprogram your subconscious mind to align with the grand vision of your truth, of your soul. Once we remove the blocks, we have identified them, we can remove them, and then we reprogram them. Let's say that your wanted life is here, your truth is here, your soul's plan is here, they go together. Most of the time they can be a little bit different, but this is what we need to find out, okay? So it's up here, and you were playing down here right now, or I was playing down here, if we take me as an example. So I was playing down here. In order for me to live my dream life, I needed to align myself. So I needed to remove the blocks, step number 4, and then I needed to reprogram my subconscious mind to live in alignment with my soul's plan and with my soul's grand vision and mission, and with my own truth. How amazing is this? I know that the word alignment is a bit hard to spell, especially if you have dyslexia like myself, but if you can just pretend that you know how to spell the word alignment. So you can just write the word alignment and give this video a few hearts so that I know, okay, you have now understood the 5 steps. You understand why this is so important. Because you told me before, yes, I understand. Like, do we understand why this is so extremely, extremely important that we go through these 5 steps? Because there are people out there who work only on a subconscious level. But like my teacher did, my first teacher, I've had many teachers. I've spent in coaching, in help to develop myself, in help to bring this message out. I've spent over, Jonas and I calculated this not a long time ago, I've spent and invested over 50,000 US dollars, which is more than 500,000 SEK, Swedish crowns, in learning everything that I have to offer to you today. Over 500,000 SEK, over 50,000 USD. It has taken me so many years to learn all of this, to understand all of this, and to create this 5-step process, to put everything together. Nobody else teaches you this. There is no one else teaching you these steps the way I teach it. There is no one out there. There are people. And one other things that we need to do, we need to talk to your spirit babies. And I didn't even mention that in that, because that's just a part of everything that we do. To also get the information from your spirit babies, like, what do they need from you? It's so important that we put all of this together, because I was so disappointed, I was so frustrated when I started to work with my first teacher, who told me that you will get pregnant after 3 sessions. We work on your subconscious mind, 3 sessions, then you will get pregnant. That was her whole marketing. And she said, like, there is no other option. Like, you will get pregnant after that. And I got like month 3, when I was promised to get pregnant, the latest, I totally crashed when my period came. And that was 5 years into my fertility journey. That was the worst like period arriving time ever, because I was promised that it was only gonna take 3 sessions on my subconscious mind, but there were so many things missing in that. And this is why I use parts of what that teacher taught me, but I use all the other methods. I use all the channeled information that I have received from the guides, from the babies, everything that I've gathered, because it's so important that we are putting this all together. We cannot work on only a subconscious level, and we cannot work on only a soul level, because there are people who work with people only on a soul level. But if you don't understand how the mind is holding you back from actually achieving your soul's plan, then you're not going to manifest anyway. Do you see why you need to put all of this together? Yeah, I'm super excited, Lina, for you to see the replay. And I'm gonna cut off, but I did promise you that there was something magical in the end. So what I did find when I asked the guides, so I asked the guides and the babies, and I said, okay, what can I give the women who are here? What can I give them? Something extra, something special today. And they reminded me of a training that I recorded when I lived in Bali. So today we have gone through the 5 steps that you need to take. And if you want to learn more, like, how do I do this? Now I know why I need to take them, and I know what the steps are, but I don't know how to do it. If you want to learn more about how that process works, write in the comments, learn more, and I will send you some information. So the second thing is what I promised to give to you, because now we have gone through the 5 steps of what you must do. But what I recorded in Bali that very, very few people have seen is the 5 biggest mistakes that you're most likely making when it comes to your manifestation process. So this is a free training that is for a few selected ones. I'm not sure how long this will be available, but it is available exactly right now. So when you're watching this video, type in the comments below, I want the mini course. If you say I want the mini course, then I will know. I will check out your profile and see, like, do I feel that you are that woman with that very, very special energy? If so, then I will send it to you. Because as I said, I want my trainings to come into the hands of the right women. And if you are one of those right women that will receive that training, there is a special message for you on the page. So when you are logged into the page where you see the training, so there are 6 small short videos, amazing value, walking you through the 5 steps so that you can make sure that you stop doing them straight away. Down beneath the last video is a special message for you. And I'm not going to say more than that for now. Just let me know when you have read that special message. So if you want to take a part of that training, say, I would like to receive the mini course, or just write mini course. Just write mini course. That's more simple. Write mini course in the comments below, and I will be seeing you next week. I'm sending you so much love. Bye. Bye.